In this video, I want to discuss, well, actually not really discuss, but reflect on two cases. The case of Bill Cosby, which has been resolved, and ongoing case, at least at the time of the recording of this audio, is ongoing, the case of R.Kelly. Now, Bill Cosby, his conviction has been overturned. He has been released. And R.Kelly has recently been convicted for sex trafficking. Now, in both cases, the alleged perpetrators are black males. Black males who had a dominant influence in the Western culture when it comes to the entertainment industry or when it comes to activism, in the case of Bill Cosby. Now, it's not that much the ethnicity of the men that I want to reflect on, even though it is relevant in both cases. What I'm pointing out is that in both cases, there was one thing the public refused to do. The public refused to check the timing of both cases. Why didn't those alleged victims of Bill Cosby come forward in the 1970s and 1980s when the abuse happened? Why did they wait 30 years to come forward, 30 or more years? Think about it. Bill Cosby was a man of African ancestry, so he was a black man on TV and radio. And remember, in those times, you had no mainstream internet, you had no YouTube, you had no social media. So the quickest media available was television and second, radio. That was it. And on television and radio, you couldn't just come up. Today, anyone can make a YouTube channel and put a content online. Back then, you had to go through official channels or official institutions to get airtime. So everyone who received airtime, whether on TV or radio, was considered a validated public figure. So Bill Cosby was a validated African American public figure. And he was in his prime of his career. You mean to tell me that an African American man in a country where racism was dominant, that he assaults you as a white female and you wait 30, 40 years to report it? If you only would have opened your mouth, Bill Cosby would have been finished. And some of those women, well, let's say they are women. There are some conspiracy theorists that may be trannies, but I'm not into that right now. Those alleged victims, they remained around Bill Cosby even after the violation took place. Which woman is getting raped and then she keeps hanging around the rapist, while she has all the options to shut down the rapist at her hands? Don't tell me Bill Cosby was so powerful. No, Bill Cosby could have been finished any time if any of these came out back then. Let's talk about R.Kelly. Many of R.Kelly's alleged victims are black women. So it is within the same ethnicity. But look at this. One of those women who came forth claimed she was abused by R.Kelly back in the day when she was a teen mother. Yes, because she had a baby in her teenage years already. She faked a paternity test to pretend as if R.Kelly was the father of her baby. So R.Kelly threatened to sue her. So she admitted she was wrong back then. So hold on a minute. So you have this fraudster who committed fraud, trying to frame R.Kelly, claiming R.Kelly was the father of her baby, and it was openly exposed that it was a lie. R.Kelly wanted to sue her and she backed off. And now that same woman, years and years later, comes out claiming how bad R.Kelly was in abusing her. And people just believe it. People don't do a background check on her. And look at this. The accusations against Bill Cosby came when he was at the end of his career. Now that Bill Cosby was at the end of his career and he wanted to do more activism in the form of economic investment for his own African American people, it's now that all those accusations came. R.Kelly. Now, R.Kelly had his career prime a while ago. That has come to an end. Do you see similarity here? Don't you realize that in both cases, the men were targeted after the prime of their career? Why didn't any of these allegations or accusations pop up openly during the prime of their career or at the beginning of their career? Why? Because at the beginning and during the prime of their career, their image was worth money. I mean, think about it. As an artist, you earn money with record sales. That means when people purchase your CDs or your records, or you earn money with giving performances. Now, those two things as Spotify and Google Music and YouTube, there aren't many record sales anymore. Well, there are record sales, but it's not the prime source of income anymore. So, artists now need to look for alternative sources of income, like investing in stock or starting their own clothing line or doing commercials. So R.Kelly, who long before Spotify and those online streaming services came into play, earned a lot of money with record sales, he saw his income declining. And with that, his career was declining also. Now that R.Kelly was financially in decline, because his career was fading away, suddenly you have a whole army of victims coming after him. You have a whole documentary. Hold on. And in both cases, where is the undeniable proof? In both cases, the undeniable proof was never present. The only thing you had was a declining public figure who was not considered economically profitable anymore. And now you have people who want to profit from their downfall. Now, in the case of R.Kelly, I'm not saying R.Kelly is innocent, neither am I saying he's guilty. I'm just pointing out that the timing is quite suspicious. So why am I mentioning this? Because we need to learn from both cases. I don't care from which ethnicity you are. This is a lesson that's valuable for everyone. Beware of the people you surround yourself with. There's a difference between being involved with someone and surrounding yourself with someone. When you are involved with someone, it still means you're involved with them, whether for doing business, or whether you go to the same school together, or whether you go to the same party, or you're just neighbors in the neighborhood. That's being involved with someone. Surrounding yourself with someone means keeping people close to you as a kind of support. So when you keep people close to you for emotional and psychological support, that's surround yourself with someone. Now, you can surround yourself with someone for a season, or you can surround yourself with someone for a long term. In any case, when you surround yourself with someone, you become vulnerable to those people. You are the most vulnerable to the people you surround yourself with. That means that the people that you surround yourself with, they have easier access to you than anyone else. That means that they can figure out things about you nobody else knows. That means that they are the ones that can influence you the easiest. The ones that can influence you the quickest and the easiest are those that you surround yourself with. Obvious, because they're close to you. Maybe not in a geographical way, maybe one individual is all the way in Australia and you're in New York, but on an emotional and psychological level, they're close to you. Now, when you surround yourself with people, and those people are people who have nothing to lose, beware. Why? Just think with me. If you surround yourself with people and you are the one who has things going for you, of course those people are going to be happy that you surround yourself with them. They're going to feel honored that you give them that leverage over you. When you surround yourself with someone, you grant them access to you, and therefore you enable them to have influence and power over you. When you surround yourself with someone, you're honoring them. You give them a seat of influence and authority over you. So when you are the one who has something going for you, whether it's a career, or whether it's financial prosperity, or cultural influence, whatever it is, the ones you surround yourself with are going to be happy to be around you. Why? Because they're benefits. And they will get used to leeching off of you and benefiting from you. Of course, when you are blessed, or when you have something going for you, others around you will benefit. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with them taking opportunity of the benefits they get from you. There's nothing narcissistic about that. As long as they themselves have something going for them. As long as they're inspired by you and they also want something going for them. Maybe not the same thing you're doing, but something else. Maybe you're a singer and they are an actor. Or maybe you're an actor and they are in finance. When you surround yourself with people, make sure that those people are people that want to be better and want to improve. Because if you surround yourself with people who have no interest in facing themselves, they have no interest in self-reflection, they have no interest in facing anything in life, you are surrounding yourself with people who have nothing to lose. What do you think is going to happen if you are in decline? Or if your career or your business or your prosperity is in decline? What is going to happen? Those people are going to drop you. Just like that. Oh, but here's the thing. Once they drop you, it's going to make them look bad. Because while you were in your prime and succeeding, they were all around you. They didn't resist you nor oppose you back then. Now that you're in decline and they abandon you, it's going to make them look bad. And those people, they don't want things to make them look bad. But they also don't want to stay with you because they don't see any benefit of being around you. So now they have a dilemma. If they abandon you, it will make them look bad. And nobody's going to trust them anymore. Because everyone's going to see that they're just there to exploit people. If they stay with you, sooner or later, it's going to become quite uncomfortable for them because they don't really want to be there and their behavior is going to expose them. So what is their solution? You need to be gone. If you go down, either by sickness or sudden death or by being thrown in prison, now they have an excuse to leave you without being charged with narcissism. So they want you to go down so that they can abandon you at ease. If they abandon you after benefiting from you, it's going to make them look bad. But if they abandon you after you go down, then nobody is going to blame them, or people won't blame them that quickly. So that is why when you surround yourself with people who have nothing to lose, you are setting yourself up to be victimized and sacrificed. One thing I've noticed as an anthropologist is that people tend to surround themselves with folks on the same level. People who are bankers, they hang out with other bankers, not only because they have the same profession, but because when it comes to income and financial ability, they are in the same rank. People that earn, let's say, people that earn a minimum wage tend to hang around people with a minimum wage. People that earn an average income tend to hang around people with an average income. The people with a high income tend to hang around other people with high income. Why is that? It is because when you are around people of the same rank or of the same financial level, if you ever go down, those people that were around you they won't feel like they're losing something because A, they have their own stuff going. If you have a low income as a worker and you lose your job, the rest ain't feeling like you're losing anything. If you are a millionaire and you hang around with other millionaires, by the way, I already explained that the millionaire lifestyle is a hoax, but you can watch those videos also. If you're a millionaire and you lose some of your money, the other millionaires are not going to feel like they're losing something. But let's say now, let's say that you are a millionaire and you have someone around you who has the minimum wage. The one with the minimum wage is lower in rank when it comes to finances. So you are the one with a dominant influence over there. And they are the ones who can take advantage of this dominant influence to take advantage of you or to benefit from you. If you ever go down, they have something that they're losing. But Rashid, I thought you said they have nothing to lose. Now they, on their own, have nothing to lose. But what they had that they've lost was the influence from you that they benefited from. So it's clear, when someone has nothing to lose, it doesn't have to be finances, it can also be when it comes to reputation. When someone has nothing to lose, and the only thing that they see as a gain is being around you, when you go down, or when things aren't going like they used to, they are more than likely to turn on you. They're more than likely to set you up. Those are the people who are more likely to become your enemies. Why? Because if they were practical and realistic, they would learn from you, they would be inspired by you, and they would do something for themselves so that they have something going for them. But because they're not doing that and just want to take advantage of other people, their own attitude makes them look bad eventually. So then they want to build themselves out. So eventually they need some targets to attack. Now in the case of Bill Cosby and R.Kelly, I don't have all the details and all the facts. I do not. However, based on the facts that have been revealed to the public, it becomes clear that both Bill Cosby as well as R.Kelly, they had people around them that they shouldn't even be around them. They surround themselves with people they had no business surrounding themselves with. So, am I saying that if you earn good money, that you should only hang out with people who earn good money? No, I'm not saying that. We are not looking down on people based on their financial situation. No. I'm telling to look beyond the financial situation and look beyond the social status. Look at the condition what someone is. Is someone willing to look in the mirror and decide to become better? Are they open for improvement? Are they open to become better people? Are they open to become better human beings? If that's the case, you can surround yourself with them to some extent. If it's not the case, they're willing to face themselves and want to become better, then don't surround yourself with them and don't even be involved with them. If you have to be involved with them for practical reasons, limit your involvement as much as possible. This is not a game. When you surround yourself with people who have nothing to lose, you will end up losing. Oh, let me repeat this. When you surround yourself with people who have nothing to lose, that means you who surround yourself with them, will end up losing. Either they will drain you when you're in your prime, which will lead to your downfall, and then they will abandon you, or at some point when you have difficulty, they will turn on you and set you up. So, beware of those you surround yourself with. Learn from the cases of Bill Cosby and R.Kelly. Now, there are other cases you can learn from, but I'm using these two cases, and these two cases obvious that it's their surroundings that set them up. Whether they're guilty or not is irrelevant. Because even if they were guilty, why didn't anyone turn on them when they were in their prime? It's because the people around them had no interest in having a healthy relationship. nor injustice or whatever. They just look at their own pocket and at their own relief. Beware of who you surround yourself with. Nobody in their right mind is openly going to confess to you that they're up to no good and just want to benefit from other people. Nobody's going to say that openly. Now some do, but those people are far gone. Most people, good people as well as bad people, will just say good things about themselves just to be accepted. People will present a good image of themselves just to get along. That's what people do in society. They present a good image of themselves just to get along. Don't fall for the image. Check who it is you're dealing with and what they are. Not only who they are, also what they are. As believers and saints, we should be far smarter than people in the world. We should be smarter than pagans. And even pagans are alert about this. Pagans, they check you, they examine you to see what it is you are above who you are. Who you are matters in a social context, but what you are is more important. Because you can be a successful businessman, but if you are a sellout, what you are makes it more risky to be around you. Who you are may be beneficial because people can learn from you as a successful businessman. But if you're a sellout, that means you can set people up around you. So pagans look at who you are, but above all look at what you are. And we as saints, we as believers should begin to do this more often. If those worldlings, because I have to call R.Kelly a worldling, if those worldlings are set up like that, where all the worldlings, what do you think they're going to do to believers? What do they do to Christ? So, that's it for now. Keep on agreeing with Christ, and please keep your eyes open.